In this lecture, we shall learn how to represent an arithmetic expression in C. So first let's look at this expression that's available here. Generally, expression is nothing but a collection of operators and operands. In this expression, there are certain operators available. The operators that's available are equals to, plus, and multiplication, that is asterisk. And the operands that's available in this expression is A, B, C and 3. Here A, B, C are variables and 3 is a constant. So we can say that expression is nothing but a sequences of operators and operands which shall finally yield a value or an answer. The evaluation of this expression will yield us the value that will be stored in the variable A. And we call A is an L value in this expression, and this entire thing in the right hand side of equals to is the R value in this expression. So first R value is evaluated, and once that is done, the answer will be stored in the variable A. Now let's take this example and try to understand this in more details. Here in this line A is declared and the variable assigned to A is 1. So in the memory one box is created whose name is A and the value given to that box is 1. Similarly, in line number 2, the variable B is being declared and assigned the value 2. In line number 3, variable C is declared and the value assigned is 3. And in line number 4, variable D is declared and the value assigned is 4. So this line number 5 is declaring one variable called as an answer ANS. Now this variable is not assigned any value, therefore this variable will take some garbage random value which is called as a garbage value. Okay, so garbage value is a random value. Obviously it will be an integer random value. It can hold any random value for that matter. The compiler will decide on that value. So let's say that value here is minus 126. Okay, so this is a randomly assigned value. Now let's talk about this expression. I am trying to evaluate A plus B times C minus D. So in this expression there are many operators, like there is plus, there is star, there is multiplication, there is subtraction. Now which one is evaluated first? So that priority is decided by a rule that we have already studied in our high school maybe, right? So Bedmass rule. So B stands for bracket, E for exponent, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition and S for subtraction. So the bracket is having the highest priority, let's say priority number 1. Okay, and the valid bracket that you can write in any C expression is the parenthesis like this. Okay, this is a valid bracket that you can write. You cannot write braces like this or the box bracket in an expression, right? So there is an exception to box bracket. Sometimes in an array it is used, but this is not used. Okay, generally only this bracket, that is parenthesis, is used as a bracket, and there is no any operator available for exponent in C. Division and multiplication have the same priority. Division obviously by this operator is for division and multiplication is this one. So this has same priority number 2, and there is one more, that is modulo. Modulo is also having priority number 2. So division, multiplication and percentage, that is modulo, is having priority number 2, and addition and subtraction is having the same priority, that is priority number 3. Okay, so if we now look at this expression, I have multiplication available here. So multiplication is given the highest priority. So before we evaluate this, let's replace the values of A, B, C and D. So this is 1 plus B is 2, C is 3 and D is 4. So this would be my answer. Here you see one more operator called as equals to, which is having the least priority. Okay, so this is the last operator that will be evaluated. So in this expression, first multiplication is done. So this is done first. Okay, so it will become 1 plus 2 times 3 is 6 minus 4. Then now you have plus and minus. Now both are having the same priority 3. Now which one is evaluated first? First, is 1 plus 6 done, or is 6 minus 4 evaluated first? So that is decided by the associativity, right? So addition and subtraction will go from left to right. Left to right. Even division and multiplication will go from left to right. Okay, so from left to right I'll do the association, right? First association I'll do is for this one, from left to right, for this one is done first. So therefore it is 7 minus 4 and the answer is 3. So now finally, once you find out the answer, now finally this will be evaluated and 3 will be stored in the variable answer. So the garbage value, this will be now replaced by the value 3. So this is how this evaluation is done. Now let us look at this expression. In this case, A, B, C, D is taking the value 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively, and answer is having some random garbage value. Here it is, let's take it as minus 629. Okay. Now in this case, let's say this looks same as before, but I would like to evaluate this one first. C minus D I would like to evaluate first. So in that case, if I want to give priority to C minus D first, I'll have to introduce brackets here. So I'll use this parenthesis now. So whenever I use parenthesis, first parenthesis will give priority. So first let's replace the value 1 plus 2 times 3 minus 4. Okay, and first this priority is given to the parenthesis. Whatever is inside the parenthesis is evaluated first. So it will be 1 plus 2 times minus 1. So now as per the rule, multiplication has more priority. So it will be 1 plus 2 times minus 1 is, this is minus 2. So this is nothing but 1 minus 2, which is equals to minus 1. So finally, this minus 1 will be stored to the variable ANS. So this is always evaluated from right to left. Whenever there is an equals to, it is evaluated from right to left. So right hand value will be stored in the left hand L value. Okay, so minus 1 will be stored in the answer. So answer would be now overwritten. This will be overwritten. Minus 629 will be overwritten by minus 1, which is our answer. Now let's talk about this expression. In this I have following operators. I have modulo, I have division, and I have subtraction. So modulo and division have the same priority, and then we go for subtraction. And then this is evaluated from left to right. Okay, so first of all, I'll go from left to right. I'll find out modulo here. So I'll evaluate it first. Okay, so this is evaluated first. So let's put our values here. 1 minus 2 mod 3 divided by 4. Okay, so first this one is evaluated modulo. So I'm trying to divide 2 by 3. So 3 times 0 is 0 and 2 is the remainder. So 2 mod 3 is 2. So the answer is 1 minus 2 divided by 4. So now division is done. Okay, as per the priority. So it becomes 1 minus, what is 2 divided by 4? I divide 2 by 4. So it is 4 times 0 is 0. This is 2 is the remainder. So the quotient here is 0. 2 divided by 4, the quotient is 0. Just remember, whenever I am dividing integer with integer, answer will always be integer. Don't get confused. Okay, if I actually divide it, I can write 0 point here and then 0 here. 5 times, this is 20, 0.5. The exact answer is 0.5, but remember, only the integer part is taken. Okay, so 0 would be here as the answer. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So finally in the variable answer 1 is stored. So this 123 will be now overwritten by the variable 1. This is how evaluation is done. Now let us look at this expression. A, B, C, D are assigned values 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Answer is taken a random value, that is a garbage value 0 is assigned here, and this is the expression that we are supposed to evaluate. Now in this expression there are equals to coming 2 times. Okay, equals to is appearing for 2 times. So first we'll have to evaluate from the right hand side, this one. Okay, rightmost one. In this expression we have 3 operators, plus and then star, multiplication and modulo. So multiplication and modulo has the highest priority. First they are evaluated, they are having the same priority from left to right. So from left to right, if I scan this, I get multiplication first. So this part is done first. Okay, so let's replace this by values. 1 plus 2 times 3 mod 4. So first this is done, multiplication is done. So if I evaluate this, it will become 1 plus 6 mod 4. Okay, so then we'll have to go with percentage, that is modulo. So if I divide 6 by 4, 1 times 4 and the remainder is 2. So modulo is nothing but 2. 6 modulo 4 is 2. So it becomes 1 plus 2. Okay. So finally this will be equals to B, which will be finally equals to A. So now the final answer, this entire thing evaluates to 3. So now this will be stored in the variable B. So now this becomes B equals to 3. That means the value 3 is assigned to the variable B. Now the previous value of B, that was 2, will now be replaced by the new value, that is 3, in the memory itself. And then once this is done, now answer will be equals to b. Okay, so now next statement is answer will be equals to b. Now b is nothing but it's 3, so 3 will be stored in the answer. So this 0 will be replaced by 3. The important concept to note here is that whenever equals to is there, the evaluation happens from right to left. Okay, so that is 3 is assigned to b and b is assigned to answer. So this is how it works. Now let us try to write an expression to find the average of 4 integer numbers. So how do I do that in mathematics? So let's say my 4 integer numbers are a, b, c and d. How do I find the average? For finding the average, I need to add all these values together and then divide by 4. This will give me the average. Okay, so this is the expression that we do in math. A plus b plus c plus d by 4. So how do I represent this in C? So it's very simple. I write a plus b plus c plus d. Obviously these variables needs to be declared first. Int a, comma b, comma c, comma d. Assign the values that you are supposed to do. And then this entire thing must be divided. So I need to use division. This is the symbol for division, divided by 4. So this is how you write or convert this expression in C like this. Okay, so now finally we'll try to convert this expression. This looks a little complex. This expression, this is a mathematical expression, into a C expression. Okay, so let's see how it works. So first of all, let's try to convert this one. So it looks like this. 3 plus 5x is actually 5 times x. So I have to write 5 times x multiplication. Okay, you have to write, you can't simply write 5x in C. Okay, and this entire thing is divided by 4. Okay, and this minus is copied as it is. Now let's try to convert this part, this term. Okay, so this is 7 times, so this is multiplication. I have to write times, open the bracket, y minus 3, that's okay. Then again here I have to write multiplication. In math it is understood that this is multiplication, but here I have to specify the symbol, that is asterisk, a minus b, and this entire thing is divided by x. So what I can do is I can simply write divide by x, or to be safer I can also write this entire thing is divided by x. That's okay, there's no problem. Okay, and then I copy this plus here, and now finally I'll try to convert this one. So here first is 18. Now there is multiplication here, nothing means multiplication here, multiplication. Now I am not allowed to use braces in C, but in math it is allowed, right? So I'll have to write this parenthesis, x divided by 2 plus b minus a. So this is how this entire expression is converted from math to C. That's all in this lecture. I hope you have learned how to represent any mathematical expression in C. And if you learn this properly, you should be able to write a computer program that will evaluate based on the formula. Okay, so that's all for this lecture. Stay tuned.